going on, you fabulous people? My name is RoyalDudeLorenzo. Lorenzo. And I am your fabulous host right here, for your fabulous co-host right here on the Inkling Brothers podcast. I'm the Blue Link and the Blue Squid. And welcome to the Inkling Brothers podcast, episode number 4.
He sounds like a girl.
I'm Ray, also known as Purple Squid, and that's all you need to say.
Alright. I'm Aaron.
I was about to say, who are you? Hey, I can hear Henry now.
It's getting better. Okay. Anyways, today we have a fabulous special guest right here on the Inkling Brothers podcast, who will be kind of in and out, but if we can get him to speak a few times, that would be great. Otherwise, we will be relaying his message through one of our fabulous co-hosts right here. But anyways, fabulous special guest, please introduce yourself.
I've never heard a straight man use the word fabulous so much in one sentence. Also, my name's Henry. What's good? For the Inkling Brothers podcast, I was Ravio, and then, I guess since this is Platoon related, now I'm Spike, I guess. Ray, quick question. If your guy is covered in gold, why aren't you the gold squid?
I don't know.
Yeah. We kind of just went with the same colors that we were.
I think, what happened between Team TRlFORCE and Inkling Brothers, we just converted our colors over.
To squids.
The fuck? I like purple. Shit.
Okay, so... you have a bunch of choices. You can be green. You can be... No, you can't be green. You can be orange.
You have a bunch of choices. You could be this. Oh, no, you can't.
You can be orange. You can be
any
red.
color of the rainbow, man.
No, you can't be red. Shit. Okay, you can be orange.
I can't be red. I can be all the colors of the rainbow, which include orange.
You could be orange. You could be indigo.
Have you ever seen a rainbow that's just orange? Just be that.
Yeah, I think that's.
You know what? How about this?
I think it's called a McDonald's arch.
No, Eric. I think that's called sunlight. I've seen the sunlight just be orange.
I think we should just call him the orange squid. How about that?
The sunlight squid.
Do you like being the,
the
orange
sunlight,
squid?
The sunshine squid. Super Mario Sunshine Squid.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm not feeling the sunshine. I'm feeling more darkness. It's not brightening up my day.
But we already have a dark squid.
Mario.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Do you want to be the orange squid, Henry?
I've come to talk with you again.
Maybe.
Maybe. I was gonna be Spike, but fuck it.
Okay, so he's gonna be the orange squid, everybody.
Okay, I'm orange. I have a color. Finally! After 5 years, I have a color.
After 5 years.
It's been 3,000 years.
It's been 3,000 years.
Since the Avatar left us.
No,
if there's room on the thumbnail, I'll put that meme into it with Henry's face on it or something.
Henry finally gets a color.
Yep. Alright guys, so we have a lot of range of topics to talk about today, just kind of things that we're going to shoot the shit as always, but if you are just joining us for the first time today, the Inkling Brothers podcast is always a shoot the shit kind of podcast. Whatever we think about, whatever we want to talk about, we just kind of bring it up, and that can be things that just happened to us, things that have happened in our lives, that are possibly funny, crazy shit like, Oreos.
Women demanding $1 for a soda?
Yeah, and prostitutes. These are things we talk about.
And the doors to drugstores sounding like a person screaming?
Fuck?
Oh, that! Okay, I was like, what are you talking?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Don't you remember in Times Square when we kept... next to the Nintendo store, there was that store with the... doors that were automatic.
Oh yeah!
And we kept thinking that it sounded like a woman screaming, because it really did!
Every time! And also the homeless SpongeBob.
Every time it opened and closed, we thought it was a woman screaming, so we were like, oh my god, somebody help her! What's going on in Times Square?
And then after that we figured out, wait a minute,
Christ.
it's the Dwayne Reed that's right behind us.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, it's the door, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess in recent news, I started, I got the gift of Persona 3 Portable this week, and I have started to play it. I haven't gone too far into it.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Thanks for recommending it. I have to start from Persona 3, and I'm gonna work my way up to Persona 5, but I really want that premium edition, so I'll probably be picking that up at some point.
I wish I got it, but I got it early,
It's
so I guess
still
I can't
available on
complain.
Amazon, just saying.
But I have the game. I just want the stuff that's in the edition.
I want the Morgana plush. Anyways.
Look, how about this? You give me the art book and the CD, and you can keep the plush and the...
Okay, but if you let me rip the
book
CD
bag.
first.
Sure.
Okay. That's how we make deals, everybody.
Piracy. we piracy. It's good for everybody.
Hey,
Yep.
we had a discussion about this last episode.
Oh,
How we
Lord.
were. I was talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what ripping the CD even involves, which is why I said sure. I honestly have no clue.
It just means I take
We're talking-
I copy the CDs onto like my hard drive.
It means
That
he
really
doesn't support
illegal?
the official release.
We were talking about this last episode. Like, I think we were discussing like Samurai Jack, where to watch it, and I was saying like watch it on Adult Swim's website, and they were like, or you could do Kiss Cartoon, but we don't
And
want.
we were like, no, just watch it on the legit website, yeah.
Support the official
I didn't know what
release.
ripping a CD was, which is I was like, yes, sure, just give me the CD.
No, well, ripping back in the day, what it meant was that like if somebody had a CD, be like, hey man, can I rip your CD? And then pretty much they would take the CD from them, put it into their computer, and rip it and like copy the contents and play and burn it onto another CD. That's the official like what ripping means.
And that's
Nowadays, because we don't use CDs, so I just take the CD, copy the contents, put it on my hard drive, and give it back to you.
alright, cool, fine, just give me the CD and the art book.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not really, like, the art book doesn't really please me.
Just give them your
Not
extra
that-
shit.
I-
parts.
Not
How
that the
you
art doesn't please
serious?
me. No, the art
That's
please...
Sojima's like best art.
No. So, like, what I meant is that, like, I don't need another art book. I have a bunch of art books. Not saying the art is not amazing.
Okay.
But, I just, like, I don't need another art book. I already have the Bravely Second, which takes up half of my library space.
Oh yeah, I still have the Bravely Second Collector's Edition.
Oh my god.
Bravely Second sucks though.
What?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, did you play it?
I didn't like it.
Well, you
Yeah,
don't
I
like.
did. I played
good
the
games,
demo and I played a little bit of the game. And
Well, you don't like good
fuck
games.
you! I like good games. Fuck you.
Maybe you just don't like turn-based RPGs.
Double kill.
Wow, well,
So-
it did pretty well, though. It's like 7.1 and 81%.
Well, my group of friends online loved it.
RPG, barely.
I don't know what you just said because you got cut out.
Mm. Oh, I said like I like turn-based RPGs. Pokemon's a turn-based RPG, barely.
All right, but that's like, oh yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
you
It's
see
like
that-
that barely count.
I think we talked about this in the first or second episode, but like Pokemon, I mean, at least for me, is kind of like that one like exception.
Pokemon is like
It's
bad
baby's
for
first
JRPG.
RPG. Yeah, it's baby's first
Like,
RPG.
I'm sorry, but it is.
yeah,
It's baby's first
like,
RPG.
exactly, because it's not as involved. Like it's kind of easy to learn right off the bat, you know, compared to like the others where like you have special attack and then you have a magic attack and then you can decide.
Boy, didn't you just ask me to help you with your friend?
Yes, and
About
I'm working
whipping
on it.
your
I
ass.
actually, in fact, the reason I'm glad that Henry brought that up. So, like, actually, if you don't want to be competitive, right, in the game, it's easy. But if you want to be competitive, you're gonna have to start thinking kind of like on the same level as the other RPGs. Right now, I'm raising a team to be competitive in Sun and Moon.
What? Are you like screaming in agony right now?
Kind
A little bit. Just because I'm like, I mean, like, because Sun and Moon is definitely not one of the Platinum, Sun and Moon, and Black and White are definitely not the games that you can just go in and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna catch a Pokemon to fight the rival fucking gym or trial and just call it a day. These games will fuck you up if you don't pay attention. So it's like, yes.
Oh well, yeah,
and no.
that's true.
Like competitive level, yeah, you gotta like really step your game up. And then at
But
the
on
same
like a
time, the
basic
game
level,
just
anyone can
punish
play
you
it.
for being a dickhead. Like what? You think you could just waltz in here? You think you could
Man,
waltz
you're
in here
getting
with
cut
7
out like
dragons? The fairy
crazy right now.
guy's gonna fuck you up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
suppose.
Like if you
Just
plan
pay attention
on
to rock,
walking
paper,
into
Oh, you just pay attention to the rock paper scissors bonus.
But like, if you plan on bringing, let's say, a dragon type into like the final trial, which, spoiler alert, is a fairy type, right? You're gonna get so fucked. You are you are going like. The game will legitimately come out, take a giant rod, and sodomize you if you do not, like, pay attention to type advantages in this game. Simple. The rival is the easiest one because he always picks the weaker type. The first, I think this is the first time. I may be wrong, but this is the first time that your rival picks the one that isn't, like, doesn't have
Strong
an advantage
against...
over you.
Yeah, that's really weird. I thought how picking the type that's weaker to you was weird.
But I guess maybe because it's like not as stressful. I guess
maybe you're the rival in this game.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Theoretical? Wow.
What?
So we apologize for the technical difficulties here at the Inkling Bros.
I'm the rival, but I picked him first. No.
Henry is in an area where there is almost zero coverage. So.
Yeah. Right. Sorry guys, I died. I'm not.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I think you just don't like JRPGs, dude. Because Bravely Default was top, and so was second. But like,
did you finish Default by the way, Eric?
No, but I'm very far in it.
Oh, okay. I still haven't gotten too far into it.
Plus, the music is like one of the best soundtracks I've ever.
You know,
heard.
There's another RPG you should start too.
What?
27. Took 27 seconds for me to get back.
You know.
What RPG?
I don't know. It's sitting on your shelf.
Huh?
Should be sitting on your shelf.
Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Oh, Legend of Legacy?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you take like 2 years to beat VLR?
No, it only took a year. Less than.
No, it definitely took at least a year. Don't even start.
No.
Yes, it did.
No.
Look, I'll get around to it at some point. I still have it. Stop giving me shit.
I started
There's too many games.
I started 999. I finished 999 in June of last year, and I finished VLR. I would say February of this year. I don't know, 9 months. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe 4
Well,
months.
I'll play it at some point. I'm just not. I haven't been on my 3DS in a long time.
So the reason I bring that up, ladies and gentlemen, is because 2 Christmases ago, I was matched with Eric for Linksmiths, and I got him Legend of Legacy for the 3DS, the Collector's Edition, so that he can play and have fun. Because I know that he likes.
So it's been a
RPGs.
little over a year, and I still.
So it's been a year and a half now.
No, it has not.
Yes, it has been, dude.
A year and 4 months.
Fine. I'm sorry. It's been
2 months away from it being a year and a half, so.
It's been almost a year and a half since.
Look, I just haven't been on my 3DS in a while, alright?
Mm-hmm.
I played your other Christmas gift. Stop being a bitch.
Yep.
I have 2 Christmas gifts from you. You think I could play those in like 2 days? They're both long RPGs. One of them is 2 games. He's like, yo, why haven't you beaten it yet? It's like, what?
Final Fantasy?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 on PS4. It's like, yeah, I'll beat that in like 2 days, sure.
Final Fantasy 10.
Because I like Final Fantasy 10.
X2 is terrible.
This is why I'm saying you probably just don't like JRPGs.
I like some JRPGs, just
yeah, like Pokemon, the baby one.
Hey, I liked Inazuma 11. That was pretty fun.
I don't even know what I never played that.
1 second.
But okay, so anyways, I'm gonna hold it against him as I usually do, but in a fun way because I always do that.
When you get up to like a year without having played Steins Gate, then I'll start giving you shit.
Yeah, see that's the thing. We always give each other shit for not finishing the game.
So yeah, so when it gets to the point where it's been like, yo, it's been a year, how have you not beaten Steins Gate yet?
Or it's been a year, how have you not finished VLR? Or why do you have 60 hours of playtime in VLR?
Oh my god. So Henry, I don't know if we've ever talked to this about you, but Lawrence likes to do this thing.
About you.
Yeah, you know, words, English, I do good. But he likes to keep his games on idle all the freaking time, so his playthrough hours are all screwed up, always.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like he would have like 60 hours on a game he's only played for 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes, yeah, because he leaves it on. He's like,
Undertale?
"Oh, whatever." Undertale, Watch Dogs,
It has 900
BLR,
minutes right now, I
999.
swear.
Must be really getting into this, and then he's just sleeping.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, how far are you in Watch Dogs?" Because I was like the latest one.
He's
He's
like,
like,
"Oh."
"Oh, I'm only in like the first mission still." It's like, "What?"
What? I don't
You're like
understand.
20 hours in. It's like, "Yeah, I'm still on the first mission." It's like, "Okay."
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
the
actually-
last JRPG that I played that was besides Pokemon was like Shin Megami Tensei. Like
Which
that
one?
I played the fourth one, and then I played Devil Survivors. So
Okay.
I like Shin Megami. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It
All right.
reminds me a lot of,
All right.
yeah, it reminds me a lot of like all the other RPGs I played. Like it's a lot of the JRPGs that I played put together. So it's kind of fun to see like how you can fuse demons and all that good shit.
All right.
I don't like Yokai Watch, and
I
don't
never
think
played
there's
Yokai
another-
Watch.
I don't
There's
want
another
to
one
play
that I didn't
Yokai
like
Watch.
too much.
And I don't want to play it. All right, fine. You're okay with me then.
Mhm.
JRPGs, because at least you like SMT.
Yeah, but no. So like I've gotten into JRPGs. Like, so here's the thing. I already talked about this last episode, but I told you guys the game that really killed it for me was
Oh
not
my
even
god,
really
a fucking
JRPG.
Harry Potter game.
It
That
wasn't-
might not have even been a JRPG.
It wasn't a JRPG. It was just an RPG. But I realized all JRPGs are very similar to that play style. So I was like, I have never,
Because
ever
they're a
going-
genre of game.
I'm
you
just
can't- Oh no, all platformers are the same. Well, shit, guy, they're platforms and you jump.
Yep, there you go. Well, no, actually, so like, and I don't know, Henry, if you
I know,
heard it.
it's just hilarious that he's like, yeah, this Western-made RPG ruined Japanese RPGs for me. It's like, okay, sure.
Good word.
That's like me going, yo, Forza ruined Pokemon for me, man. I can't play it anymore. It's like, okay, yeah.
Those are two completely unrelated games. Oh my god.
But no, so like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, honestly, hold on. I
want to play this Harry Potter game now.
I will send it to you. I will send
No,
it to the Discord chat. So you.
No, since you're on that, like the Harry Potter game, I was looking at like the splash art for like the last podcast. Why the fuck is Daffy Duck just there in the corner?
Oh, because I talked about
I have to
my
find out by
experience.
listening to episode 3 of our podcast.
We're shilling in the
Oh,
fourth
okay.
podcast now. Wow. But yeah, I talked about Looney Tunes Duck Amok.
Which
That's
we
why-
agreed we were. Which
That's
I
why
agreed
it's there.
we were gonna
One of the
play.
worst fucking games I've ever played in my life.
Okay,
Yeah.
because when I see Daffy Duck and Samurai Jack put together, I think of the episode.
Our
where
fucking
Harry-
thumbnails are ridiculous. We have on our latest one, we have King Kong, we have that girl from Samurai Jack, we have the Persona 5 protagonist, we have
Yup.
Daffy Duck. It's a
You
mishmash.
have Ashi
bunch
from
of shit.
Samurai Jack.
It's
And then
insane.
you have like the Asian in the background of
A
the fucking
random
Samsung
like
Galaxy.
person on YouTube will look at our thumbnail and be like, "What the fuck?"
What's going on?
This, these are the thumb.
No. Because look. Anytime I see anything related to Samurai Jack and Daffy Duck, I think of that one episode of Duck
Samurai
Dodgers. Where
Quack.
he, like,
Oh,
I think of that one episode where he's just like, I'm walking, and I'm walking, and I'm walking, and I'm staring intently, and I'm still walking. The fuck?
That is a great parody of the format.
Oh yeah, it is. It's so good.
Yeah. Our
Just- and they're like,
So, and I mean, I don't think we've ever actually brought it up, but the reason, I don't know if you've noticed, Henry, but every single thumbnail we've ever had has to have an anime swimsuit girl.
Unfortunately,
we didn't have
this is
one in the last one.
this is
though.
unfortunately, this is the episode where we acknowledge how every single thumbnail there's like a swimsuit girl there for some reason.
what?
I
Ashi's not a
hate
swimsuit
myself
girl.
because
I'll-
hate myself because I suggested that as a joke, and this motherfucker took it seriously and is actually doing it.
No, I was following with
You know
the
you
joke,
can't-
and then I thought I'd make it a running gag.
You know you can't tell Lawrence and Ray things idly. They'll just take everything you say seriously.
Yo, Lawrence Ray, don't jump off the bridge. I got you, fam.
Sorry.
Oh,
I got you, fam.
I actually have an Instagram picture of me sitting on the edge of a bridge.
Kid, there we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
so wait, but
No,
we didn't have a
I don't
swimsuit
know.
girl
I don't
on the
know.
last
Yeah.
one.
So the thing, the
Miranda,
deal with the
to-
last one,
I want to discuss something.
Ray's
I
gonna
want
talk
to
about
discuss
it.
something.
Wait,
about
okay.
Yeah, about why there isn't a swimsuit girl. Technically speaking, Ashi is there both in the fact that I briefly talked about Samurai Jack, and also because I didn't find any other like good swimsuit model like that I could put on there. I was considering putting a
Persona.
swimsuit character from Persona 5, but for the DLC that's out, all of the promotional artwork,
There is a
there's no
beach scene
transparent
and a Hawaii scene, so
there's okay, but there's no transparent renders of them yet, and I need to get the thumbnail out that night because I had assumed that Lawrence would have been done and gotten the podcast out by the following day, but then he had the fucking Pop Regents exams from
We're
his
not gonna
stupid
talk about
professor.
that.
yeah, we're not gonna talk about
See,
it.
the funny
I'm just
thing
gonna
is,
drop.
like-
I'm just gonna drop that there, but like that's basically why. Two reasons why Ashi is there and there's no swimsuit girl.
You could have just
Okay,
to,
well,
to be just shits and giggles. You could have just
also,
put
when you
the protagonist in a
search up Harry
swimsuit if
Potter
you wanted to.
swimsuit, when you search up Harry Potter swimsuit, you just get like a girl in like some leotard with the first.
I
Harry
love
Potter
that you're
movie
actually
artwork on it.
actively seeking this out. It's like, all right, Harry Potter swimsuit. Okay.
why didn't you just look up for like? Why didn't you just look Ashi up in a bikini?
I
That could
did.
work.
There's nothing.
And there's no fan art of Ashi yet. Jesus
There
Christ,
is, but
internet,
there-
you're slacking.
No,
There
there's
is-
probably loads.
There is, but that's the only transparent Ashi that I found.
Ah,
Images.
nobody puts up transparent. Yeah, nobody puts up transparent files anymore. Well, I mean, they don't
I-
do it usually.
I could crop something out, but it will take a long time.
Why didn't you put up the eShop bag? I worked hard on that.
There is no. We didn't
Very
talk about the
transparent.
eShop in the last episode.
Oh, are we talking about the eShop now? All right, Henry,
What
talk about your
eShop bag?
eShop
Maybe.
bag.
Okay, well, I drew the eShop bag, and that's the end of that story. I
Yep,
just
there
wanted
you
to
go.
segue into.
I love that Lawrence like,
I
all right,
bet
Henry,
you-
talk about it. It's like it's not even much of a story.
It's just a story. It's a story. It's a
Oh,
story.
it's a story that takes
It's a
one
story.
sentence to say. Yeah, okay. That's
Bag
like
named
that's like
Lawrence.
me saying, yo, I went to the bathroom. That's a story. It's like, no, it's
It is
not.
a story.
No, it's
Lawrence,
not.
How did you
Lawrence,
feel
listen.
when you went to the
No, I went to the
bathroom?
bathroom.
Lawrence, listen. When Mad Pat says that's a theory, it was a theory. But when you're saying this is a story, you're just putting Henry on the spot. All right.
No. But look, Eric's example with going to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom.
It's not
Well,
a story because everyone does it.
But how do you feel when you went to the bathroom?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Okay.
I was sweaty and uncomfortable. Why do you want to know that?
all right. Sorry, people. All right.
Fuck you, weirdo. Anyway, no, I actually have a valid question. So,
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
Ray, level with me for a second here.
Come here.
So, okay, Meatloaf Man, your character, and the Pony Sona that you have with Meatloaf Man
Ponies.
are both in gold.
That's what it's called, Eric. You have a fucking problem with the brony community? I'm kidding.
No,
Keep going.
no. But hear me out. He's got gold with like accents of red. So how come when you transferred your squid over from being like a Zelda character to like a squid, you took purple? You could have been gold. There are gold Inklings.
Okay, so when we first started, no laughter. Let me finish my explanation. When we
Okay.
first started Team TRlFORCE, shut the fuck up. We first started Team TRlFORCE. I didn't have an option to choose my color. All right, Isaac forced purple upon me. Eric, I can hear you. Shut the fuck up.
That's
not
Henry.
me. That's Henry.
That's me.
Henry, I will put you out of this call.
Why am I
Alright,
getting
alright,
blamed for this?
I'm listening. Shut up. I'm listening.
I didn't have much of a choice, alright? So I stuck with purple, especially since Lawrence already like took blue, which in retrospect fits him better, but still. And there is no gold link, and I just thought it would be simple if I just transferred the same color that I already had, because people know me on this channel as purple, so that's why I made myself purple link.
Okay, that makes sense. Now here's something that I
would have
noticed.
made it gold if I had a choice.
No. Here's something that I noticed though. So I did some research. Turns out Ravio actually is a color. but it's a mangling of a color that they changed into a name. Ravi actually
So you've been a
means
color
yellow.
this whole time.
So ironically, this entire time I have had a yellow character, and I did not know it because the character Ravio is like purple and black. I've been a color this whole time. That's the reveal. But I find it ironic because your character is literally yellow.
Hello? His character is literally yellow. That's the last thing.
Okay then.
Yep. His character is yellow. That's it. Eric?
That was Henry, folks. All right, Eric. Your turn.
Wait, what?
I don't know where we're transferring to Eric, but yeah.
What?
Hi, Eric.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I'm kind of this part out.
I zoned out for a second because of that link you put in our chat of the Harry Potter game. I was like, oh, this actually looks kind of decent for a Game Boy Harry Potter RPG. But so I missed a bit of it.
Yeah, you see it now, right?
Yeah,
I legit just cut out.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We're gonna cut
Come
that
back.
part out from the time that you.
Oh no,
So-
leave it in.
No, but what? There's nothing to talk about. We're literally quiet right now.
No.
Okay,
No,
wait. What did you want me to say? Because you went to me. You said Eric. Did you forget?
Yeah.
All right.
Orange
So,
was grasping for straws.
Have we all seen the Star Wars trailer?
That was my idea. You jerk.
Wait, which Star
Too
Wars
bad.
trailer? Wait, which Star Wars trailer? The one for
The
the,
Last
game,
Jedi.
or the one
You're
for the
bad at
movie?
segues anyway, Lawrence.
All right.
The Last
Damn.
Jedi trailer.
Oh, the one for the movie?
Yeah.
I did not. I saw the one
Okay.
for the game though.
Okay. Well, it's just a teaser anyway for The Last Jedi. It's 2 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't show much, so it's hard to really gouge how it is. But I mean, it looks cool, so I'll definitely watch it at least.
I don't know. Star Wars hasn't been getting me hype lately because like after we see Black Stormtrooper and like they made a reference to like one of the most obscure things in Star Wars ever, and then they dropped the ball by not letting us know what the second most obscure thing was. I kind of lost interest.
What's the second most?
I haven't
obscure
even
thing?
seen Rogue One, honestly.
The like, obscure thing number one is that what was it? Kevin Smith noted that there were no people who worked maintenance on the Death Star, so he's just like, why isn't there a stormtrooper that works toilets? And Finn is a stormtrooper that works the toilets. He was maintenance. So like after all those years, he
Wow, that
finally
is
got his
out
question.
there.
Yeah, he got his question answered like after like what, a decade.
Yeah.
And then the second most obscure thing is that like in Rogue One, which takes place before the Death Star plans were given to the rebels, they say many Bothans died to give us this information, and they never show us what the fuck a Bothan is. But according to like the obscure stuff, they're like rat-like people. But all the obscure stuff is now no longer canon, so I have no idea what the fuck a Bothan looks like now.
What even is canon at this point?
No.
It's like Sonic the Hedgehog all over again, except we know what's canon there.
Aren't they ending Sonic games now? Like, isn't Sonic Forces or whatever the last Sonic game?
I don't know.
I haven't heard
But-
that.
That's what
Sonic
I've been hearing.
Speaking of Sonic Forces, what the fuck happened to the water in Green Hill Zone? It's just gone. It's a desert. It's just gone. It's gone. He's in an oasis with no water.
Yes, Eggman.
Is that a segment? I didn't know. That was just a question. There's no water in Green Hill. If you look back at that trailer, it's just sand. And a bunch of fish are jumping out of the sand. Yeah, like classic runs through Green Hill, right? One more time. Because, why not? It's a Sonic game. You got to make your money. You got to make Green Hill Zone again. But, like, he's running through Green Hill, but there's no water.
In Sonic Mania, you said?
No, in Sonic Forces.
Oh.
Sonic Mania is a
Eggman.
different thing.
That's
The
like
Eggman's
a.
Cold Water.
What is Mania actually? It's like
Mania's like a
It's what-
remake of, like, the
it's what
classic
Sonic-
Sonic games and the pixel.
It's what Sonic 4 should have been.
Yes, basically.
Hey, remember when you guys got on my shit when I made fun of Sonic Boom, and now y'all are completely on my side? It's like, yeah, it was a shit game.
No,
Which-
no, it was
which
still
Sonic
a good
Boom?
series.
It's
What?
a good cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about the
agree.
game.
Archie comics.
Alright, who gives a shit? I'm talking about the game here.
Ray's trying to avoid it so hard. He's just like,
I'm just saying. I still remember.
First of all, it was Lawrence mostly.
No,
Hey!
it was you mostly and Isaac.
No, secondly, you legitimately never played the game, so
No, I played enough of it.
we still have much of a right to complain.
Nah, I played enough of it.
So what if I start talking? All right, Eric.
I should not be able to. I should not have to play the whole
talking-
game to diss it.
If I start talking shit about Persona 5, then what do you?
But you have no reason to.
But you
talk
haven't played
shit.
it. I played a bit of it.
Exactly.
Sad face.
See, if
Okay,
I'm,
here's the
correct me if
reason.
I'm wrong though.
You didn't play it either, so you were defending it, even though you haven't played it also. What's up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but my
Let me tell you something. I wasn't saying anything good about the game. I was just saying don't judge it.
We always judge games in our chat. Suddenly when it's Sonic Boom, it's like, oh no, don't do that. And don't give me, he's like, no, we don't. Yes, we do.
I judge obvious shit. Like food fight, that looks like
pretty
shit.
freaking obvious with all the technical problems it had alone.
No. See, my opinion. I had two opinions. It's one, I want to give it hope, and because it's a Sonic game. But nowadays, you can't give a Sonic game any sort of hope because that's just flawed. And two, I was like, okay, it looks like shit, but let's give it some time because maybe it's not polished yet. And then it came out as a steaming pile of turd, and I was upset because it could have been a cool game, and now people are just gonna rip on it.
No, I'm just bringing this up because we do this all the time. But at that one moment, that was the time when you, Henry, and Isaac got on my case for dissing it. It's like, what's the difference here? There's no difference.
I did not get on you. I did not get on you for dissing it. I said I would wait till the game came out.
Nah, you got on my case.
And then the game came out, and I was like, I did?
Yeah, you did. I remember.
You motherfucker.
I remember.
I remember.
Alright, look. I don't know if I would go as far as say you diss me for it, but you were like, come on, Eric, it's not that bad. Jeez, come on. Something like that, at least.
Okay, I will contest that I probably said something like that. That sounds like something I would say.
Come on, Eric, it's not that bad.
I just don't get why y'all were so defensive about it, and nowadays when we Sonic Boom, we're like, oh man, what a terrible game. I'm like, what the hell happened?
I still have no opinion on Sonic Boom. I'm just saying.
You were dissing it.
I was defensive about Sonic Boom because it reminded me a lot of Jak and Daxter, and I thought that would be an interesting way for Sonic to go. Like, make an open level sort of, like, adventure platformer that could fit Sonic's style, and this Sonic seemed a bit slower because he was being reinvented, which they keep doing, but, you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. A lot of times it doesn't. I was just being hopeful. But when it came
Alright, I can understand that at least. I just didn't get why it was a problem around release, and nowadays it's fine.
And I'm just like, well, shit,
Eric was right.
you know, I just agreed with you.
Because
I
I
told you,
was.
if I see it and it sucks, I will do it. No, around release we didn't. Around release we didn't know that the game was gonna be shit.
No, I started dissing it when it came out. I wanted to give it a chance, and I did. And I waited like a week after it came out. That's when I started dissing it.
When it came out, I didn't have access to the game. I just like said wait till some reviews come out, and then like, well, no, I didn't say wait till some reviews came out. I said I was gonna look at some playthrough, and then I was gonna give my opinion. And then my opinion was that, oh shit, it's a piece of shit. I never disagreed with you, but when it came out, at least I don't think I did.
I'm just saying, y'all drive me up a wall sometimes.
You know what? You shouldn't have shat on me for thinking that Pac-Man wouldn't be in Smash.
Hey, I apologize for that.
I gotta apologize to him. I was like, there was no Pac-Man's being in Smash.
I remember that, Ray, and I apologized in that same argument.
And I forgave you.
No, I was like, I was stone cold. Like, there is no way this character can be.
Yeah, no, I was the same way. I was like, Ray, shut the fuck up. That's not gonna happen. It's like, oh,
what would he do?
We had an argument on Twitter once.
I remember.
I was sitting down in some fucking pizzeria in Fort Worth that's closed right now.
I was on my bed, just like, motherfucker, and I'm just texting on my phone.
This motherfucker thinks that it's actually gonna fucking happen.
2 months
later,
I wasn't even tweeting I wasn't even tweeting directly at him. I just put out an open tweet like, "Hey guys, what do you think, Pac-Man for Super Smash Bros?"
And I sent a picture of of a face saying no,
LOL.
No.
and then that's what started it all.
No, like, and in hindsight, it's kind of weird that Pac-Man's here. Because if you told somebody that Pac-Man was in Super Smash Brothers, and his main attack was that he summons fruit and jumps on a trampoline and summons a fire hydrant to hit you with, they look at you like, when the fuck does Pac-Man have a fire hydrant?
Why
Where's that fire hydrant
Where's it come from?
From
Hold on.
I
Pac-
just
Pac-Man.
realized that. That's from.
Pac-Land.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Pac-Land?
Yeah,
there's a
that's
game
the
called
side-scrolling
Pac-Man.
stage that's in
Oh,
Smash. That's based
okay.
on a Neo Geo.
I've
game,
only
I think.
played the classic Pac-Man games. So
Exactly.
I don't know
and
what that was.
that's such an obscure game that you're like, holy shit,
I would have
you get to
thought
learn
that
something
if-
about Pac-Man through this.
I would have thought that if they had Pac-Man in Smash, they would have just based it off his Pac-Man World moveset.
See,
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
Pac-Man World, but like Pac-Man World, you didn't do much. You just ran around in an isometric maze, and you
He
caught
bounced on
ghosts,
his
and you
butt.
had a bunch of weird powers. But outside of that, yeah. Wait, what?
And he
How did
bounced
we
on his
get-
butt.
How did we get into this again?
You know, we just forget to
Solid in
ask ourselves. So thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't the end of this. I just want to let you guys know this is how every single conversation in general with us happens.
I thought you were about to end the podcast right
I
here.
know, right? Like out of nowhere, we're ending.
This is
That's
how
it, we're
every
done.
single
Good night,
conversation goes with us, okay? We start at a topic, like literally, legitimately. We could be talking about cats, and somehow we will end up at the conversation about anal sex.
What?
Whoa, alright, we're not that weird.
Okay. Can that
We're not
actually
that
happen
weird.
sometime? Like,
No,
when we start talking
no,
about
you guys
cats
do
and
not get
all
to say
that
that to me.
stuff,
It happens.
No. You know what? The only way I can think about that is just like cats. What are other animals? Goats. What is something that has to do with goats? Goatsy. What? Ew.
That's maybe.
It's very possible.
Goatsy. Don't look that up. Don't
Wait,
look up
what?
Goatsy.
I think
Save
we've
yourself.
seen it all.
Don't
I
do
think
it.
we've all seen it.
No, now you're inviting them to look it up though by saying not to.
They're
Don't
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
That's true.
They're
This
gonna do it.
generation,
Don't
if you
get
tell them
curious.
not to do it, they'll do it.
Don't get curious.
No, please.
No, please get curious.
Please get curious. Just
Don't-
do it. Just
don't-
do it once.
Don't get curious. Don't do
Also, you know, okay,
Spare
so
yourself.
let me. So yesterday, I told my friends that I joined a group, a fraternity the other day, right?
Yeah, why?
Mhm.
And so one of the things that we were talking about, like after I accepted my bid and everything, it was all done. One of the things they wanted me to watch, just kind of like out of fun that they were talking about it, was this thing called Grapefruit Your Man.
Great.
Lord Jesus, help you. Please do not look it up. It's ear
Well,
rape.
now I'm curious, Lawrence. What
Well,
the hell?
okay.
You
You
guys
guys-
enjoy that.
You guys could go look it up after the podcast, and then
I'm
you'll
looking it up now.
realize why you shouldn't have looked it up in the first place.
All right.
It's not fun, but it's actually really funny. And at the same time, it's ear rape.
Okay.
Yeah, but these are the things that we talk about, and we're so thankful that you guys came around.
We're like people.
Right.
It's weird that we're from New York because I feel like we almost act like people from New Jersey.
Yeah, like we're
not
because
we're like fuck you. By the way, you're my bro. It's like all right. That's
No,
the
that's New
general
York-
gist
that's
of
New
our
York.
group.
Fairness, we do have to do that sometimes. Like we have to make sure we call
no.
each other
That's a
bros, but
New
we also
Yorker
have-
thing.
Is it? Because I see it more often with New Jersey.
No, that is definitely a New Yorker thing where you just like
All right.
fuck you, and then you're
I mean,
like,
I see
nah,
it with
bro, I
New
love
York
you.
too, but I saw it more often with New Jersey because I've been in New Jersey a lot of times, and I saw it a lot in New Jersey when I
Nah,
would
bro,
go
I
there.
love you too.
Oh fuck you, but I
Excuse
love
me?
you. I love
Like, that's-
you, but fuck you.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
why is this black woman? Why is this fat black woman with Johnny Bravo? Fucking eggplant.
Sorry, what?
What are you talking about? What?
Lawrence,
I heard fat woman and Johnny
Really?
Bravo.
a grapefruit, your man. Grapefruit,
Okay,
your man. I just
Because I'm looking this shit
I
up
told
right
you to
now.
look at it after.
Well, I'm doing it during.
grapefruit,
Oh,
your
dear God.
man.
All right, to all of
Is
our
it?
other viewers, good luck. Have fun with that. On that note,
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna bring back the topic of the
Cannot hear Henry, guys.
Yeah, I cannot hear him at all. He's going nuts.
Hello, Henry.
It's just a fat black woman in a pink tank top.
What are you talking about?
No. It's a. Oh my God! What is this? What is life? What is life? What is
What
life?
is
What's
love?
it called?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Grapefruit your man. Apparently, like
Oh,
it's a fat
that?
black woman, right?
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, bless you.
What? Why?
Alright, so I see a black woman.
Are you looking
Oh
it
my
up?
God.
I see
Oh my
H3,
God.
H3.
I know.
Oh my
Look this up
God.
later.
Yeah, please look it up later. Anyways, I'm gonna bring back the topic of Star Wars because that was the topic that I did want to talk about.
That was the original
yeah,
topic, and somehow.
Yeah, so
Well, I mean, that's how we are. We never stay on topic.
Yeah, I love. So here's the thing.
Grapefruit blowjob technique. Oh my God.
Anyways, so Star Wars. The trailer came out just the other day and it's gonna come out around the holiday season. I'm so excited for it. Because the story goes this way. We waited for Star Wars Episode 7. We went to go see it opening night. It was great. It was just great. Like, there were moments, like, we were actually
That was a great
reacting with
night.
the movie. Like,
That was a fun night.
it was me, Eric, and Ray. I was back for vacation.
The movie crew.
Yeah, and we were just literally chilling there, and like the entire time, just like I remember when the credits were rolling, a tear came down my face because I was just like,
Wait, did you really?
yeah, I was just like,
Wow.
He
We're
started the
finally here.
applause.
yeah, I was the one at the end. I was like, wow! At the end, I started the applause. It was just so good. But when the opening sequence with the and then the opening like things, the opening kind of sequence starts. I just started crying. I was like, this we've been waiting so long for this. It's
Wow.
finally here. We waited like 60 years for this.
60?
It's probably like 40 or 50.
40?
Yeah, because Star Wars Episode 4 came out in
Yeah,
like,
no,
the
it came out in
70s.
like, what, 780
we've-
something, whatever.
Yeah.
We've been waiting longer than we have existed.
Yeah, so like this is something that people have been waiting for. And so when we went to go see it, we were just like, so Star Wars Episode 8. When is it coming out? I want to know what the hell happened.
Who the hell was saying that? Because Disney already told us that it's every other year we're gonna get a movie from the sequel
We
trilogy.
were just like we were just saying like, so when? Like, when are we gonna go see it?
My problem with Star Wars right now is that it feels like a regurgitation of everything we've seen. So like a lot of the
Episode
new
7 was
stuff
definitely a
that
big
they've tried-
retread of New Hope.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and there was nothing like too new that you would take away from it. And every time you saw the Star Wars toys coming out, you didn't see any of the new shit that they put in there. You just saw more stuff about R2-D2 and Princess Leia and all that crap because it was still technically relevant. But maybe you had like one of BB-8, but like no other toys. You didn't see any like toys of Ren or of Finn. You didn't see the new Chrome Stormtroopers. You saw a Stormtrooper helmet, but they were like of the New Order Stormtroopers. So there was like very little toys. Like of the new things, they had like BB-8 and Stormtrooper masks. Nothing else though.
I know Ray
They had
has my
references to like the characters, but nothing else.
yeah, Ray has my Chrome Stormtrooper helmet, which I use.
Yeah, I still have it here.
I brought it with me to the premiere. I was like decked out.
I have
totally.
Finn the most.
Captain Phasma.
Yeah, I actually decked out completely going to the premiere. But yeah, no. So I actually really liked Finn's character. He was just kind of like, he was really cool, I guess. And the fact that like he doesn't know how to use like a lightsaber. He's kind of like, everyone thinks he's going to be the hero, and then it turns out that the hero might actually just be Rey at the end. It's just kind of it's different than like, because like
That's the thing I
everyone
found
knew
cool,
at the
because
beginning of
You look at the movie poster, and you can't even tell Rey is supposed to be like, you know, the Jedi. Like
Yeah,
after all of this,
exactly.
Like, it's just a surprise on opening night.
Yeah.
You hear
and
that,
then,
Ray?
Well,
like,
it was
Hero.
a surprise because even in the trailer, it seemed like Finn was gonna be like, the
Yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
see him with the lightsaber about to fight Kylo Ren in the trailer.
And like,
Mhm.
and then just what happens at the end. I don't want to say. Obviously we're just gonna keep this very general. For
See,
people
the
who haven't
weird
seen
thing
it.
about the lightsaber, though, like, I always thought, like, from the original trilogy, they made it seem like, I don't know if I've said this before, but I probably have. From the original trilogy, they always make it seem like a lightsaber is supposed to be a Jedi weapon. But now every fucking body can use a lightsaber. So it kind of takes away the coolness of it for me.
Well,
now it's just
it takes a
pull out your
Jedi
lightsaber, let's
to
fight,
use
'cause
it
there's space sword.
correctly.
Just like,
It takes.
there
Yeah, I
were
was gonna
rules.
say, I
There
think
were rules.
they
No,
probably
no.
like rewrote it to where it's
That
like,
that's the retcon. Like it takes a Jedi to use.
well,
it
like to
correctly.
use it well, you need to be a Jedi,
Mm.
or else you're just flailing around like an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, who in the original trilogy used it and it like didn't work, or it just wasn't like, or just
No, but that's the thing though. Like,
I guess it was something they could easily rewrite because it never happened in the original trilogy.
Yeah, no. Anybody who wasn't a Jedi never used a lightsaber. At least I don't think so.
I don't remember. Unless did Han Solo use one? I feel like there was one moment where Han Solo
Did he?
used
I
a
don't
lightsaber.
remember.
I
don't
do
know.
not remember Han Solo with a lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't remember, honestly.
Let me see. I'll look it up right now. Han Solo. Yeah, he did. So he did. Non-Force users can indeed use a lightsaber. Han Solo did it, but didn't fight with it. Okay. So like, yeah, pretty much non-Force. I think it's in. It was when
The most pussy retcon ever.
Oh yeah, right. He used it. Right, there we go. I remember this now. Han Solo uses Luke's lightsaber to cut open the Twan.
Oh right, he did.
Oh!
Yeah,
Alright.
I remember this. So yeah, you can use it generally, but it takes a real Jedi to use it correctly with the power of the Force. And so I guess it's it's fun. It's really cool, and I love pretty much how Rey is just, you think Rey is just kind of like the girl, right? His love interest or whatever. And then
Every time you say Ray, I think you're talking about our
yeah.
Ray.
And then
You hear that,
Finn-
Ray? Ray, you're a hero.
Yeah, and you're a girl now, by the way.
Hey, at least I'm the hero of the new movies.
Yep. And
You have
so
to have a sex change for it to happen, but it's worth
You
it.
got him.
Yeah.
He's comfortable with who. She's comfortable.
Wow.
Technical
with
difficulties, yo.
Cut out there is hilarious.
Yeah. So Finn, like,
No one
throughout the
said 8, by the way. I didn't say anything after that.
throughout the entire movie, I just started to see Rey grow more and more as a hero, and then like Finn just kind of decrease as a non-hero, because this man is like, he tries to use a lightsaber because everyone thinks he's the hero, and then he faces off against that one motherfucker with the the fucking
Ren?
no, the guy with the like, who's like an unimportant stormtrooper with just like, I think it was Traitor. It was the guy with
Traitor! Oh my god, remember when that was the hottest?
yeah.
It still is. What are you talking about? He's the main villain
you
of
built
the
up-
whole trilogy.
But like, no, the guy with the giant,
built
like,
up
he had
Phasma
a
so
staff,
much.
an electric staff, and he was I think it was Traitor. He was facing off against.
I love that his
against
official, like,
Finn.
stormtrooper name or whatever was actually TR8R. It's like, wow, they knew.
Yeah,
they knew.
You know what I didn't? You know what I didn't get? Why didn't they make like Phasma fight Finn? Because if that was the case, then she would be the one with the memes. You just hear some woman buff as shit like.
Yeah,
"Go,
you know,
traitor!"
that's what I remember one of us
yeah, it is
mentioned this
Traitor,
when we were
yeah.
discussing the movies. Like, they should have totally replaced Traitor with Phasma, because Phasma didn't do shit in that movie. So she could have been
Yeah.
perfect for, like, the role of Traitor in that fight against Finn.
That's why we
Yeah,
keep
there we
naming
go.
Boba
Now,
Fett.
yeah, so it was Traitor, but like, oh my god, that was the
Not
one
to mention
moment where
she's
like I thought, oh
huge.
my god, Finn is just going. This is gonna be the end of Finn. He's not the real hero. He's just like a companion, like Han Solo.
He's an NPC.
Yeah, it's just like Han Solo. Han Solo was the like
dead.
he wasn't the main hero. He was just kind of like a dude.
Dead.
What?
No, I said Han Solo's dead.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for spoiling the entire movie, Henry.
Wait,
Well, it's fine on my end because I couldn't hear him.
Well, you watched it already.
We
I
all
know.
watched it.
You already know what happened at the end.
No, just anytime that you hear me in the podcast, just bleep me out. It's just like we don't bleep curse words, but spoilers.
All right.
That's where we draw the line.
So I will. All right, I'll take that part out, that entire part, and I'm gonna go back to this.
No,
Han
you
Solo
don't
is
Dude,
actually
don't take-
like the person like in the original story that's just not really like he's important, but he fucks up a lot. I guess if that makes any sense.
Han Solo is the king of coming up with shit and then like talking out of his ass.
Yeah,
He's
Shit, I
just
can hear him right
talking
now.
out of his ass.
Greedo.
Just
But-
forever, Han will talk out of his ass.
Yeah, and so, and it's interesting to know, but like the next movie is actually so it's gonna be as far as I'm aware, it's the last movie where Carrie Fisher is going to be featured. She finished all her scenes
Because
in
she is
episode
also
8.
dead.
That's actually true. So in episode 8 she finished all her scenes, but I don't know, she was slated to be part of episode 9, but then unfortunately she passed.
Yeah, so
this
I don't know.
past year.
Did they ever say what they do
I
with
think
that?
they said that they were either going
Because they didn't
like,
say they were going to recreate her digitally or anything. They
they
said they
s-
weren't going to do that.
They said that I think there was 1 or 2 scenes in the very last movie. In Rogue One, I know they had to digitally recreate Carrie Fisher. Not because she died, but because
Because it
they
was like
needed,
in the
they needed
in the original
younger,
trilogy.
Yeah, they need the younger Princess Leia. They also did that for Grand Moff Tarkin, which was really good. But I really want to
dope.
see. I really want to see what they do because I think there's if I recall, there was 1 scene in episode 8 where she didn't get to do, and they used the digital recreation. I could
See,
be wrong on
in
that.
episode if episode 9 comes out and that's the time you're going to use Princess Leia and they do it for like a specific scene, I wouldn't mind it too much.
Yeah.
All right, so I looked it up.
Or they could get like a replacement actress and like, just and
So I looked it up, and what we know so far when it comes to Carrie Fisher with episode 9 is that she was slated for a key role. Ever since her death, they said that they are not going to digitally regenerate her
Yep.
for the film. And like this month, actually, they confirmed that she's not going to be in the movie.
oh man, that's sad.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm hoping there's a tribute
that
for her in Last
unplanned
Jedi.
death
I mean, I
kind of-
imagine that'd be
At
the
end,
case, right?
Probably. They're gonna
Probably.
say like in memory, loving memory of Carrie Fisher.
Loving memory, yeah.
But I feel like because like Dave's existence machina kind of fucks the story up. Creator existence failure also fucks the story up.
Yeah.
'Cause
George
it seemed
Lucas fucks
like
the story up.
they were going somewhere with that. I mean, well, fucking George Lucas, like he stole all of his notes from fucking Spark Notes and then said, "I'm gonna make a movie, herp derp," and everybody told him it was terrible, and it was terrible. But they edited the shit out of his movie, and it became one of the greatest trilogies of all time. Then he tries to write, and everybody keeps being yes men and lick his ball sack for years, and then he's just like, "I'm making a great movie," and he fucked it up.
Henry,
Now they're just like, well, and now before George Lucas, he's sitting there like, but I made Star Wars, and they're like, it's okay, George, just sit in the corner and pray.
But I make the Star Wars.
It's okay, George, sit in the corner and play with your crayons. You'll be fine. But I make it a Star Wars.
Oh my god. Okay, that works. I like that. Okay.
Okay, I'm bored.
Clearly.
I'm
But yeah.
sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. So
But
Ray,
the
I know.
podcast or just in general.
No, I'm just like Star Wars is getting boring, is what I'm trying to like get.
Well,
to.
there are only 2 more episodes left.
Yeah, I know, but like it
Well, there's 4 more movies left.
No,
they better
yeah.
do something really like
Star
extravagant.
Wars
with
Rogue
these
2.
movies. Yeah, no, they better do something like really different with these next movies because right now,
Yeah, I
as it-
want Yeah, I'm okay with the retread that was Force Awakens if the next two are just completely different.
Exactly. I can forgive Force Awakens for what it did because basically it was like a recap for people who don't know shit. But at the same time, I'm just like, all right, so you're setting up for new shit, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do the same shit over again, I'm just gonna be bored.
When I say that I want Last Jedi to be the Empire Strikes Back of this sequel trilogy, I don't mean literally. I mean like in the vein that it's gonna be the best one.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I get you. Because a lot of these trilogies, they don't have strong finishes, and that's really
Yeah.
disappointing.
I mean, hell, honestly, even the original trilogy, it didn't. The Return of the Jedi was easily the worst one.
But fucking Ewoks come out of nowhere.
Fucking Ewoks, just like what the fuck?
RKO, like the Ewoks fucking RKO the entire Rebel army, and I'm just
Houdini's like okay.
Houdini's.
They hoot no they like not Houdini, just they Houdini their way into the fucking story.
I thought it was
And then-
Houdini. Okay.
No. No, it
Houdini!
no, they do say Houdini, but I'm saying they Houdini their way
Okay.
into it.
Okay.
So I'm just like, Houdini! Yay, we just murdered these people. Yay!
Oh my god.
Remember when in the SNES Star Wars games you actually played as the lead Ewok? It's like,
Yes.
okay.
Where the fuck did the Ewoks were there to sell toys?
Toys, yeah. They were.
And that aggravated me to shit.
If you're playing as an Ewok, that means they got you to buy that game.
Mm-hmm. We are the. Remember they had their own cartoon too.
Oh
That
yeah,
was some
right.
weird shit.
Land of the Ewoks.
Were
or
they in the
something like
Christmas
that.
special?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Were they? I thought the
I
Christmas
think they
special.
were.
I thought the Christmas special was just about Wookiees and the old man in the corner.
My
who's
favorite thing
just-
about the Christmas special is that we get dialogue like in Wookiee language or whatever, but we don't get subtitles. So it's like over and over again for like 20 minutes. It's like I don't know what they're saying. Who
Neither do
made
I.
this?
No, you know what the weirdest part about that entire movie was? It's the fact that they gave the grandpa porn. Just
Porn?
virtual VR porn. Yeah, man's right in front of his family. He's
Damn, I don't even
looking at
remember that.
porn.
I honestly don't remember that. I just remember being annoyed at how there were no subtitles for the Wookiees talking, and they talked all the damn time.
Yo, that movie was annoying as shit. I'm just. Ooh.
I want to see the script of
Very.
that. Was it literally just like Wookiee, roar, 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 next page, roar, 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 just over and over again?
Third page. No, third page. No, third page. You turn over to B. Arthur. Whipster, whipster. Stir,
Henry.
whipster, whip.
He gave the grandpa lonely space vixens.
Gave him Lonely Space Vixens 5. Oh my god! And this is that entire movie, that entire special was just weird.
Yeah.
It was just weird. It was like Star Wars on a TV budget. This is weird.
Yeah. So,
Ugh.
I guess we've definitely talked off Star Wars, but definitely around the time that it comes out, we'll be doing another one of these, talking about what
Another
our
one.
expectations are, and when we decide to see it and whatnot, because I will be back in town by the time it comes out, and we will go see it on opening night, just like when we
I'm
saw
gonna
number
try to-
7.
I'm gonna try to talk to these Job Corps people, see if I can't come back for my birthday. I'm trying to come back for like 4 days.
Yo, come
So,
through.
like,
Come
I
through,
should be
son.
going back home. Yeah, I'm trying. No, not if you're gonna
Baby,
talk like that.
come
But like
home.
the Friday of the Friday of my birthday, I'm gonna try to come back. Like Monday night, I should be heading home.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can't do that, or if anything, like if I could stay 4 days, then maybe. But I don't want to use up all my personals because there are dicks out here. There's nothing out here. Oh god, he gave him.
You're in the
space
Goonie.
fix.
You're in the sticks right now.
He's in the
Well,
stick,
yeah, I'm pretty much like. It's literally like a 3-kilometer drive into the center, and then there's
Oh my
no
god, you're
Wi-Fi
using kilometers
except in
now?
the wreck.
What the hell did they
Yeah.
do to you?
They turned me into a Canuck.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
The only like actual city out here is Prov, which is Providence, and it took me a minute to learn that.
Yeah.
And then Kennedy Plaza, which they call KP, And every time they say KP, I keep on thinking about like, fucking. There was, oh my god, I can't even remember. I don't remember shit from New
Hey
York.
Henry, has there been like a thick fog in your area, or like
Yes.
a TV channel like called the Midnight Channel?
There is. I haven't seen a TV channel called the Midnight Channel, but I saw a thick fog. I thought I was in Silent Hill. I just walked. straight to the
Okay,
middle.
so I was about to say
Sounds
it's like
sounds like
a city
a
kid
hustle.
going to the sticks. I recognize this plot, so I'm just making sure.
It's funny, if you watched my very first few episodes of Dartmouth Days, shameless
Mhm.
plug.
When are we getting a new one?
So
No.
there's a bunch of fog.
See, it wasn't me this time.
I knew it would annoy him, so I asked.
There's a thick fog like in the mornings, and this is just every day at Dartmouth. There's a thick fog throughout the campus in the morning. If you wake
So
up
you thought you were in
really
Silent
early.
Hill?
I used to get really terrified sometimes because like I would be
You
riding
just-
my bike and then all of a sudden a car comes out of the fog and I'm like, holy shit! And
Just
you know,
like that draw distance though.
and one time I actually
That draw-
fell. I actually crashed my bike because the car came out of nowhere and then my shoelace got stuck to my my pedal and then I fell to sideways and
It sounds
I
like
Yo,
something you'd see in
Lawrence.
Final Destination.
broke my
Yo,
computer.
Lawrence, level with me for a second. Why don't you get a new form of transportation?
Like
Because
what?
that bike is just
A
getting shat on.
skateboard?
A skateboard.
Dude,
Yeah.
Break my
Every
bones
every-
even more.
His
No,
bike
No,
gets
every
destroyed,
other story.
stolen.
Yo, get rollerblades.
Yeah,
It
totally.
gets every other story
Dude
you tell
runs
me.
through
about
more
your bike.
bikes than any of Ash's companions.
Why?
Yeah, no, and like, so,
Wait,
funny
I'm
story.
thinking
Here's a
that
funny story about my bike. The last time it got stolen, it was gone for an entire week. That was the longest it had ever been gone, right? And then it was the day I was leaving. 3 hours before I was leaving, I was like, you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to let my bike go. And then I went to go have lunch. And after I get out of the cafeteria, I look across the street and my bike is sitting right there, unlocked. It was not there when I went into the cafeteria. And me and my friend, we just ran over like, is that my bike? It's our bike! It's my bike! Yeah! And then we like ran with the wind with it. Because we were just like, nuh-uh, somebody just drop this off here. Like, they're probably gonna come back and try to take it back.
For Christ's sakes, guy, like, I don't know, put a license plate on your bike or something. Get a new mode of transportation. 'Cause every other story you tell me about your bike, it's getting mangled, beaten, stolen, out of your possession, or you're crashing it, or you're getting hurt. And I'm just like,
Dude, one guy that stole his bike assaulted a police officer when
Yep.
they found him.
I'm just like, guy, you can't
Just
get
walk.
like, fucking get a scooter, maybe? I don't fucking
An
know.
electric scooter. So I was actually thinking about getting an electric scooter because those
Get
are
a
fun.
fucking Vespa and just be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I was actually if I was thinking about like getting either an electric scooter or the alternate method of like location, I'm gonna get one of those tiles. You guys know what the tiles are? Like you put them on your keys or something like that, and if you lose them you can just go into the app and Bluetooth will kind of tell you where it is. It's
Oh,
kinda
that's
cool.
smart.
Yeah,
That's
I was
smart.
even though like Bluetooth has like such a small range, I was considering getting one of them and putting one under the seat where no one can figure it out. And a lot of people use
Unless they
tiles.
listen to the Team TRlFORCE podcast.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
either
it's
or,
the Inkling
yeah.
Bros podcast. I
But
mean,
the thing
what
is,
are we
like, they steal these bikes not because they want to steal it, but because they need a ride. You know, usually it's people who are drunk. They steal it so that they can get to where they live because they usually live on the other side of campus, and they come to the side of campus to party because all the fraternities are here and they have parties on the weekends. It usually goes missing on a weekend. So they would take the bikes that are like around this area if it's unlocked or it can be unlocked somehow, or like or even if they just want to, literally that's what happened. People just literally lift the bike up and walk away with it. Like it's happened. They will do that and they will take it back to their dorm and they will try all 9,000 combinations until they open it up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And so like that has happened, and so I doubt it'll get stolen even with the tile on it. The thing is, tiles are used very, very frequently among people here. So and the way tile works is that if an object is lost, if somebody with a tile passes by it, it alerts me automatically saying, "Oh, your tile has been found." And then I can go and figure out where was the last location it was seen, and hopefully track down my bike. So it works good only if it works if my bike is like right there because of Bluetooth distance, and it works if there's a lot of people who have tiles around here that can tell me where my freaking bike is whenever I need it. So yeah, there's there are ways to get around it. Obviously the alternate case is just lock your fucking bike, but it's always locked. So the alternate case is to lock it to a pole so nobody can take it off the pole, but sometimes there's just such a lack of those in like around here. I always tie it to a pole when I can, but there's just a lack of those.
So you basically just want to put an Amber Alert on your bike.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I was trying to find some like ways of like GPS tracking on my bike, but they would require me to get a SIM card and put it into this tracker, and like that costs money per month.
That's too much money.
Per month, yeah. I'm just like I'll get one thing and then like we'll see what happens with it. It would be like it would need to be really, really like my bike would have had to gotten stolen and like transported to the other side of the country before like I go with that method, because it's in a registry now. So yeah, well, that's the history of my bike and why it always gets stolen. Yeah,
we can just edit that out.
No, I it's
No,
fine.
okay, leave it in.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. So I know Ray,
Keep
you
it
wanted to
in.
talk about the resurgence of of old shows. Go for it.
Yeah, because I noticed it's kind of a thing that's been happening lately with particularly Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, and even as of late Disney, because we're starting to see a lot of new shows coming out. Probably, you could just say it's the networks just banking on nostalgia, and for the most part you're right. But at the same time, it is interesting to see that all of these old shows that we grew up with are suddenly starting to get reboots or continuations or new movies like Vader Zim. We just had Samurai Jack come back. The Hey Arnold movies in development, and Ducktales is having that reboot. I don't know if it came out yet, but that's a thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, it didn't. It did
didn't?
not. But
Alright.
it's looking hype as fuck though. I gotta get used
I
to
like
those voices.
the animation style for it.
Yeah. I was just wondering, like,
I love that. By the
Mhm.
way,
What are your
not to
guys'
interrupt,
thoughts?
but I love that it's been renewed for a second season before the first season even started. That's the
Right.
thing.
That means that's some
Well
good.
done.
They're that confident that we're like second
Yeah.
season already. We haven't even
Already.
premiered the first episode, so
Yeah.
just do it.
Huh.
Lasers, race cars, airplanes. Let's do this. Come on.
It was
Yeah, keep
announced in
going.
2015. Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, keep going, right?
Yeah, but I just wanted to know, like, what are your guys' thoughts on the sudden resurgence of all these old shows? Like, what hopes do you guys have? What do you guys want to see? Make a
Don't fuck
return.
it up.
Don't fuck it up. I like
Don't-
that.
Sam
Unfortunately,
fucking
we've
Tastic,
had-
my.
Don't be a Powerpuff Girls reboot.
Don't be a
Basically.
Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
You
My thing with
guys know my
Pokemon.
stance
My
on
thing with
reboots already.
Pokemon. Sorry, not Pokemon. I'm looking at a Pokemon
Come on.
page. I'm
Pokemon Go.
sorry.
Yeah, that's the reboot. Okay.
My thing with the Powerpuff Girls 2016/2017. Listen.
That's 2018.
Listen. All right. It's definitely a long shot from what the series used to be, but I will admit I do get some sort of enjoyment from it. Like I guess I don't know what it is.
Oh, I got enjoyment from the first 2 episodes, and that's all I needed to see.
I mean,
What,
like
does it just go downhill from that?
I mean, there's just a lot of things that are just so different.
Didn't that
I
show
kind
get a
of
lot of
agree
shit?
with Max Galardi.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I agree. Like, you guys know my stances on thing. I'm not gonna recap it, but like, I kind of agree with Max Gallardi on this one because it needs to be violent. Because what's the point of me watching a superhero show if I'm just watching superheroes do mundane things? If that's the premise of this show, then they should have used different characters than the Powerpuff Girls. Because if you use the Powerpuff Girls to get the Powerpuff Girls' audience, you basically create a dissonance between like what happens from the original show and what's going on right here. And what's going on right here is basically them doing mundane girl shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, like I understand. Like, there are a lot of things that are a little cringy, but at the same time, just like facepalm moments. You know, like let's talk about the panda. And the twerking panda, the twerking Powerpuff Girls, and yeah, that episode. I come back to that episode once in a while just to see how ridiculous it is, but at the same time, it's like a guilty pleasure. That episode turns out to be my my favorite episode in the series, just because it's so. I will admit, seeing the Powerpuff Girls go, yes, and all these like weird things that like we do in our society, all these memes, I find it kind of adorable. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, this is kind of cringy, but adorable. And like, I like it, but it's definitely not what it used to be. I'll admit that. Like, it's not something that I would wake up every morning to watch, or every week to watch. It's just something that kind of like, when I'm bored and actually don't have any shows or anything to catch up on, I'm gonna watch. I can watch that, especially now that
this show
streaming.
is gonna die.
True, it's streaming on Hulu right now. All the new episodes when they come out. So, kind of shameless plug.
It's on Boomerang.
Yeah, it's also on Boomerang.
It's on Boomerang. It's going to die.
Yeah, so like, just on that note, Teen Titans Go, I can say like I half enjoy it. It's definitely not like it's like
I've made my peace on Teen Titans Go a long time ago. I'll just quickly say I don't think it's as bad as people.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's
so
actually,
either, but I'm just tired of seeing it.
It makes fun of the fact that it's shit, but at the same time, I don't really think it's complete shit. Like, there are fun moments where I think, that's kind of funny,
I did think that Young Justice episode was more annoying than funny, though, in all honesty.
Oh, yeah, no,
it's just a below, like, I think Teen Titans Go is shit now, but I didn't then, and if I had to give it a fair assessment...
At first, I actually found it fine, like you're saying right now, yeah.
I mean, like, I still, like, I can stomach it. It's not, like, terrible, like...
It's just a below-average cartoon that's getting way too much publicity.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you...
We just had a 13-hour marathon for it.
I was just about to say that. Today is Easter. They have shown Teen Titans Go non-stop, back-to-back, for the 24 hours that this Sunday contained.
Oh, it reminds me of when they premiered episode 1 of Rick and Morty.
Which... Yeah.
6 hours of Rick and Morty. No, 3 hours.
Hey.
4 hours.
Hey. I can forgive that because that was the joke. It was the April Fool's joke.
Yeah, no, it was funny. I like it.
Lawrence, don't dance around it. The only reason you brought that up is so you could fucking trigger me, which is...
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, you're totally doing this to get Ray angry.
I was not trying to trigger you. When literally the thought that came into my head...
Folks, this is why I told you earlier. We're like, fuck you, by the way, you're my bro.
No.
Fuck you.
So the reason I say that is because when Henry and Ray brought up that they've been premiering it nonstop all day, the first thing that comes to my head is the Rick and Morty episodes.
Okay, but that's them playing the same episode, and Teen Titans Go is playing different episodes for like 13
They're playing
hours.
different episodes, and the thing that's pissing me off is that, like, oh, hey, there are Easter eggs in these episodes. And I'm like, bullshit. I caught those Easter eggs a long time ago. You're basically using this to make another Go marathon. You're using this to make another Teen Titans Go marathon.
This is literally the 5th time this month we've gotten a Teen Titans Go marathon.
And you know what? It basically comes down to it being the core 3 things that a network needs to run. It's a comedy that is cheap to fucking make, and it's basically
super cheap.
It's cheap to fucking make, and it's popular, so it's doing its job.
the
and it's
SpongeBob
doing
thing.
its job well. Hence why SpongeBob is still alive,
Yeah.
even though he needs to be smacked in the face. So, like, I can't get.
Oh, I mean, you can't smack him because then he won't feel it.
No, except for the episodes where he does. Like, this is the thing. This is the thing. Remember that one episode where he got hit in the eye and he had this huge ass black eye? Or how about the other episode?
Oh
where he
yeah,
broke
where you
his
got two
ass?
black eyes.
We slipped in an ice cube and got covered in boo-boos.
Or the episode where he literally broke his ass because he fell on it to get to the blow of a fall. They don't know. There's no rules to SpongeBob, and that's aggravating now because there used to be like, it was a funny show, but they had borders to be like, okay, these are the rules, and this gives us enough to play with. But basically, this is what the character can and can't do for this reason. Like, oh, he knows karate. Why? Because he's friends with Sandy Cheeks. You can't then have an episode where SpongeBob does not know how to fight.
Exactly.
Oh my god, it's just like or when he's like, SpongeBob knows how to surf. Why? He lives underwater and he surfs at Goo Lagoon. You can't have an episode then that's an entire special where he forgot how to surf. And
Exactly.
there.
Oh, you're talking about continuity in SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
they never fucking followed that. There were episodes in SpongeBob where we see that apparently he gets a good wage working at Krusty Krab, and then there are other episodes where he's like, "Yeah, I make like a dime a year." It's like, wait,
Or he,
but I
or he
remember
out-
this
or-
other
or he
episode
outright
where you
turns
had
down his paycheck.
it's never followed continuity.
No, they're just like, oh, this is funny for the moment. Yeah, let's put that in there. Or how about the
That-
fact that
This
Mr.
is
Krabs-
off topic.
Because like I remember like the episode with that weird spatula that he had to spend a lot of money on, and it's like he got that from working at Krusty Krab and stuff. But then there are other episodes where it's like he had to take a vacation, like Mr. Krabs forced him to, and at the end you find out that he's only getting paid like a dime a year. It's like, wait, that doesn't add up with this other episode that came before.
Also, how if he's only getting paid, how does he afford his house? There was a whole
afford
episode about him. Yeah, there was a whole episode about him talking how they needed to make a new house for him because he needed to pay for his house because the nematodes ate it, which was funny because they were building him a new house. And then I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So SpongeBob does pay rent and he does like do his thing, but at the same time they're just like, oh, nah, SpongeBob's house just exists. And I'm like, wait, what?
This is
Not-
all.
Well,
Go ahead, yeah. No, you go.
I was just gonna say the moment where SpongeBob just kind of lost me were two episodes specifically. One where Squidward was moving a couch with SpongeBob,
That
and you see him,
Yeah.
and you see like his toenail get ripped out and everything. And there's
oh
like
my god, yeah.
there's that, and then there's that one
Yeah.
episode where SpongeBob gets a splinter on his thumb, and for some
That one.
reason it keeps getting bigger and bigger and
Zoom in.
grosser and grosser.
Oh my god,
like,
yeah.
There's a limit where it's just like that looks like legit real. Like with the Squidward thing, that looked legit real. That didn't look funny at all. That was just painful and cringy to watch because it
I
looked
think
real. But if it
SpongeBob
was
is-
like more cartoonish, it would have made sense. Like it would have been kind of funny, I guess.
Like if he stubbed his toe, that'd have been fine. But like,
Yeah,
that's
but no, that was just pushing it.
See, this is why I'm kind of glad that a lot of these cartoons made because some of these cartoons that are out now, SpongeBob is trying to play catch up with a bunch of like popular themes and a lot of things that were happening with animation at the time. And I think a lot of what it is attributed to the fact that Steven Hillenburg, who created SpongeBob, wasn't a part of the episodes for the majority of the run that it was there. It was somebody else, but I can't place their name right now. And a lot of the SpongeBob episodes from then on in just treated it like it was a normal cartoon. But SpongeBob doesn't have that sort of like that Mickey Mouse flexibility where he can be in any situation he wants to be, because they basically set him in a specific world with a task that like basically set up how he interacts with everybody in the city. So if you want
Yeah.
SpongeBob to be a pirate, you can't just do that like you can with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
If you want SpongeBob to like just explore space, you can't quite do that. So what they do is they try to fabricate a lot of things related to underwater themes that don't really work, or at the very least they'll try to like come up with a scenario for him to be funny in that just don't play out right. And I think this also ties into what Lawrence was saying earlier, because a lot of these remakes, they're starting to celebrate the things that made those cartoons good while either A, continuing and finishing them, or B, like just coming at them from a different angle. Samurai Jack's perfect for this because like Samurai Jack's back, but it's 50 years later, so even though it continues the continuity of the old show, it's giving us something new for the people who have never watched it before, and at the same time it's giving us a conclusion that we've been waiting 12 years for.
Yeah, he's been working on that movie idea for the longest time, and it never went through.
See, I also like Genndy Tartakovsky. Genndy Tartakovsky, he is it Genndy? It's Genndy.
Genndy.
Yeah, it's Genndy. Genndy Tartakovsky, like he's an animator. He works this shit out. He does his thing. And even then, he was just like, well, I don't really know how to approach Samurai Jack right now. It's been 12 years. I'm just gonna do whatever like feels right. So I don't think even he remembers what happened. I think he's just trying to go from jump. He's like, okay, I kind of remember these things about my show, and that's about it. Let's just take it here and run. I also want to like celebrate a lot of these cartoons coming out, but nobody's talking about them. Like anytime I talk to somebody about a Western cartoon, it seems like either like they think that all the stuff from the 90s is still relevant, which is awesome, but also really disappointing because that means they haven't watched a cartoon since then because they assume they all suck because they follow this whole Teen Titans formula. And it's also like at the same time, you have a bunch of people who are like, oh yeah, I've heard about this show or I've seen this show. This is the reason why I got into it.
But not to mention, networks sometimes suck at marketing their shows.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like with Steven Universe, the only reason why it gets any sort of publicity is because the fans like it.
Yeah.
That's really it. You have a whole Summer of Steven and Steven Bomb Week, and they're still fucking Rebecca Sugar over, but like they managed to like be like, hey, we got leaked episodes, but still watch this because it's really good. And I don't know, maybe I'm just like putting my own personal biases in here. But if you have you have a good show that's well written and deserves to be looked at, you should do everything in your power as a fan to just try to make sure that show is preserved. Because you have a lot of good cartoons that are just falling to the wayside because people are just either not hearing about them or they're just straight up disinterested because they like suck. So like what is it? Welcome to My Life. That's a new cartoon that came out, but nobody's talking about it too much. Or Infinity Train.
I've never heard about that. I've heard about Infinity Train. I've never heard about Welcome to My Life though.
It's like a small slice of life thing. I think the little if you see that little picture of the monster girl with the green head, you found it. I got to give it a watch again because I forgot about it. But Welcome to My Life looks like it's gonna be good. There's Infinity Train. There's oh my lord. There was another cartoon that was coming out that I was really hyped for. There's that, and then you have all these like remakes coming out, and I really want these remakes because it's like, well, not remakes, but like continuations of old stories that never got to finish.
Yeah, I've seen this. I haven't seen the short, but I know about the.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see these shows come out. It's also really cool to see a lot of the popular shows ending. And I think that's way more important to making a cartoon than anything else, because if a show ends, then basically you have your series, and then you can re-show that series in waiting for another one to come out. It gives everybody a chance to like basically like get their shot to have their story out there. Because like like I said earlier, Teen Titans Go, it seems like Cartoon Network is banking on its popularity to keep the network afloat while they look for new shit. Problem with that is that when they promote newer things, it's so buried under Teen Titans Go that unless you knew what time slot that show was coming on at, you would miss it completely. So, like, I don't know. I guess it's a really roundabout way of saying it, but like, long story short, I'm excited for these reboots because me personally, I love reboots. I think it's also cool that a lot of the newer shows are ending, and they're also like short enough that they have their own self-contained story, and then they just leave it at that because it's way too easy for them to keep going and then have nothing to go from there. And I also like that the playing field is getting opened up way wider for a lot of people to do shit, because now You have a lot of fans who are getting dissatisfied by things like Teen Titans Go. You have a lot of people speaking out against it. You have a lot of people showing their concern and their interest, and you also have those fans who are dedicated to these shows. But you just got to give these shows a chance. And I don't think a big network like Cartoon Network can always take that risk. They have to make sure that the people who want to work on these shows can deliver, because audiences' attention span nowadays is just like, it's either you're there or you're not. It's either you're there or you're not. Period. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. catch my interest or not.
I like how you use a Monopoly reference.
We've never played Monopoly with Henry. I just realized that.
No, we haven't because he left.
Yeah. Why'd you leave?
Well, I had to. My mom jumped the gun and I went to Job Corps. Fuck.
I know.
I wanted to stay. I wanted to work at Frederator, but apparently not.
Why make money at Job Corp when you can make money at Monopoly?
Oh, speaking of which, isn't Monopoly coming out for the Switch?
I saw that earlier today. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Monopoly's coming out for the Switch. Hang on, I took notes.
For
Monopoly's
real?
coming out
Wow.
for the Switch.
Yeah.
If you guys can float me some cash, or I can save up the money for it, I could probably buy Monopoly for the Switch. We could play that.
Do you have a Switch, Henry?
I'm trying to save money up to get one.
Oh, I thought I was about to say, do you has nice hybrid console?
I want nice hybrid console, but everybody nice hybrid console is buggy with lots of problems.
Oh.
This be played online.
Which makes me sad face, but also want to play. Yeah, but also me want to play. Because I have my DS and I have my Pokemon games out here, but nobody's on the fucking DS. Because I can't contact you guys because the Wi-Fi, again, is shit. Shitty Wi-Fi.
As evident by today's episode.
Yo, I'm just surprised that I was able to get a clear signal for that cartoon talk.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were actually not cutting out
Me
as
too.
often as
I
I
was
thought
like,
you
wow,
were.
this is pretty good.
Yeah, no.
God is watching over this podcast right
Yep.
now.
He's just like, no, my
Alright.
son. He needs
God
to spread this
approves
message.
of the.
So
God
last topic
approves
that
of
we
the
wanted to
Inkling
talk
Bros
about
podcast.
with you guys
I'm not even
today
religious like that either. That's the
is
funny.
how Eric wanted to bring something up. He said that he was. So
Who, me?
Eric? Ericu.
What? What? We mean?
Eric
What?
Sama, go.
About what?
I thought you were saying Etika.
Yeah, I was like, and Etika appears out of nowhere. It's like, hey guys.
Erica from the Erica World Network. Okay, Eric, your turn.
Mhm.
Go for it.
About what though?
You said that you
wanted me to
had something to talk about.
Oh, I mean, well, we kind of covered the topics we wanted to talk about this podcast, I guess. I mean, all I've been doing is playing Persona 5, so I don't really, unless you want me to talk about that again, then.
Well, is there something that you've done differently since the last? I know we kind of cut you short last time, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess I covered a decent amount. I mean, I guess one thing I forgot to mention is that I talked about gameplay a lot when it comes to the dungeons and the combat, but I didn't talk much about the social sim aspect, which is the thing that really made P3 and 4 really popular.
Yeah.
And I guess the thing with that is I guess it's better to talk about this now than last time, because now I'm 81 hours in and I've completed a lot of the social links in the game. I think I'm at 11 completed out of 21, so I still have 10 left. I don't know if I'll be able to max them all out, but I'll see. But I think when it comes to the social sim aspect, it's also really improved, because when it came to the social links in P3 and P4, the incentive to trying to go for as many as you can and hang out with these friends, these people in these hub worlds, besides, learning their stories, is that it gave you a gameplay bonus with the dungeon crawling aspect. In P3 and P4, the bonus was that the higher the social link of a certain arcana, the higher the experience bonus you get when you fuse a persona of that arcana. So if you, say, maxed out the magician social link in P4, for example, if you fused a magician persona, you would get 5 free level ups from that XP bonus when you fuse the magician persona. And it was a nice addition, but it wasn't enough to the point where it could have gelled a lot better with the dungeon crawling aspect, I think. And with P5, they've improved it. Well, first off, in P5, they're called confidants now. And in P5, they've improved it by adding confidant abilities that you unlock as you rank up. So not only are you getting the experience bonus when you're fusing personas, but you're also unlocking confidant abilities that help you both in the social sim aspect of the game and in the dungeon crawling aspect of the game.
Yeah.
So like a great example is and a tip for any Persona 5 players, max out the Temperance confidant as quick as possible, because the rank 10 confidant allows you to go into a dungeon, so either the current palace you're in or mementos, and with that rank 10 Temperance, you can call up Miss Kawakami and she can give you a massage, and that massage helps you actually do something in the evening, because normally if you go to a dungeon, that tires you out for the rest of the day, so that day you only spent it in a dungeon. But with that rank 10 ability, you could go to the dungeon, and then at night you can hang out with one of the social links, or go up some of your social stats. Or another example is in the Tower Confidant, it unlocks an ability that every once in a while, based on your luck stat, if you ambush an enemy, you'll have the opportunity to hail them with bullets, which is literally just mash X at the beginning of the battle, and you're able to get some free damage in as your whole team just guns them down like it's a drive-by, basically.
Yeah.
And so I think they've really done a good job of just improving a lot of the aspects of P3 and 4. The writing quality-wise, I think it's just as good, if not better. A lot of the side social links are some of the best in the series, I think. They keep getting better as it goes along. Like in P3, a lot of the side social links were just kind of eh. There were a few standouts, at least in my opinion. And in P4, there were a lot more that were cool. But in P5, like, a lot of the most popular ones are the non-party member ones, actually, this time around. So, like, Miss Kawakami, that's really popular. Awai, which is Hanged Man, he's a really good confidant. Even the Skilled Gamer Kid is a really good one, too, just from his development. I just finished that today, actually.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I think, it just feels nice how well everything meshed together with P5, because it's giving me that same feeling that P3 and P4 gave me, where it's like I don't want to stop, I need to keep playing. It's just super, super addicting, which is why I'm at 81 hours already, even though the game came out April 4th.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
It's been a lot of time.
Yeah, it's been a lot of time.
It's funny. Yo, it's already April 16th. Jesus Christ.
Yes. So I've put 81 hours. Well, actually, I got the game 2 weeks early, so there's that to consider. But yeah, so like 2 weeks before April 4th, from that day forward to April 16th, I've put in 81 hours in the game.
God damn.
Not bad. I'm still not done.
This man's got the tech. He's got the strategies. He'll guide you to victory.
Yeah, I'm still not done. I'm in the middle of November, but I'm on the day where I'm about to fight the 6th major boss. So I'll see how that goes. But I mean, yeah, a lot of the... Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, what were you going to say?
Sorry, I was just going to... The only thing I was going to say was that I was playing drills that had nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, I mean, but yeah, like...
Nothing to do with what you're talking about. Continue what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been enthralling still. I can't wait to see how it ends. I hope my jaw drops, because I really like some of the stories in Persona games. I've only played P1, P3, and P4, obviously, but yeah. And still the most stylish game I've ever played, easily. No contest. Probably the best soundtrack I've ever heard. I love almost every track in this damn thing. Even just the shop theme, like the place you go to sell your items or buy equipment, is so damn catchy that I just sit there listening to it sometimes, and then I realize, like, oh wait, I need to actually move on. It's a lot. It's a lot to cover, because the game's huge. I mean, I'm 81 hours in. But yeah, it's also interesting playing it now after how long we've been theorizing about the game and how long we've been waiting. because the first teaser came out in 2013, and it's out now in 2017. But one of the big theories actually around the time of like the first big trailer, so not the first teaser, but the first real trailer, was that the game was gonna have an emphasis on the 7 deadly sins. And it's funny playing it now and realizing we were right all this time, because every dungeon, every palace so far has represented one of the deadly sins. So one of them was greed, another one was gluttony, and so on.
Ooh, sounds like Full Metal Alchemist to me.
Okay. But yeah, it's pretty damn good game, obviously. It makes me happy seeing more people getting into the series more than ever, even with 4, which 4 was like the surge of popularity for the series, and 5 seems to be an even bigger surge. Like, I have friends that have never touched a JRPG at all. Like, they're like, I don't really play turn-based combat games at all. They try it out and then they get hooked. So it's just kind of funny to see that happen.
Yeah. I hear you.
Like when
That's
you
me.
introduce your friend to like this hip new anime, and then they're like, "Nah, I'm not gonna enjoy this," and then they get into it like, "Yo."
Yeah, I have a friend on Twitter that's just like he's basically mostly plays like Western RPGs, and he just tried out Persona 5 on a whim just because of how popular the game is, and he was instantly hooked. And he's already talking about like the characters he loves and how awesome the soundtrack is and everything, and how much he's into the story right now.
Mm.
Makes me sad that Atlas Japan has that backwards ass, streaming policy. I don't know if you guys heard of that whole debacle where Atlas Japan isn't letting people stream the game after a certain date.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Like they're not letting them stream the ending of the game.
Yeah, it sucks because it's not Atlas USA's fault, but they're definitely going to be taking the fall here because their PR guy had to like disclose this. It's just Japan's fault because Japan, a lot of Japanese publishers still have that. Yeah, they still have that weird mentality. It's like they don't get that streaming this game would give it even more popularity. It's like this is free advertising.
I think they realize that, but Japan doesn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like in the West, people realize that easily. In Japan, like I don't know, they just don't see it as a good thing, which is why we've had like other things. Like Sega had a similar issue with one of their games in the past. Nintendo, I mean, that was a whole thing with YouTube and all. Japan's just weird.
Mm-hmm. So Loud House, that was the cartoon I was thinking of.
All right.
I'm sorry.
What cartoon?
The Loud House.
I haven't seen that yet.
That was.
It's all right.
By the way,
good.
Harvey Beaks got canceled.
Wait,
heard,
what?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it did. That was disappointing.
Yeah, that was really disappointing. I don't know why they did that. But yeah,
Because
I mean, Nick sucks.
I don't know, but CH Greenblatt, like he always makes good stuff. He made.
Man, I just say
Chowder.
Nick sucks
He also
nowadays
worked
ever
on,
since
Fly
how
Guy.
they mistreated Korra. Like ever since that, I'm just like Nick sucks. I don't even care. Nick
Mm.
sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
The only good thing they got on right now is
Teenage Mutant Ninja
And
Turtles.
like I used to say Harvey Beaks too, and like they have the Loud House. I don't know how long they're gonna have the Loud House for though.
Watch them cancel it.
Cancel
I'm
it.
so sorry. I kind of just derailed him. I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, we're always going off topic. Plus, I'm the only one playing the game, so
Right
it's
now.
a one-man podcast. Well, yeah, right now. How far did you get into Persona 3 Portable? Why don't
Not
you
too
talk a bit
far.
about that?
I only got into literally the first like the first 2 days, just because.
So
like,
you
I
haven't even gotten into the Velvet Room?
No, I've only. I
Wow.
just.
All
Started
right,
it.
well, never mind. Fuck off. That was an awful
I
suggestion.
literally just started it because I picked it up this week, and I just started like fiddling around with it at like 2:00 in the morning, and I was like, oh wow, you know what? This would be really fun to play. And then comes out like I've been playing it for like an hour, or
It's
something
fucking
like that.
addicting,
It's
man.
really good. No, yeah, exactly. It was really good, and I was like,
When I
"Oh,
first
wow,
played
yeah."
P3 back in middle school, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, like, calendar-based social simulator and all that. And then I'm like, oh my god, I can't stop playing. And there's the whole waifu angle, I guess, if you want to go, because you can romance some characters. But yeah, Persona is like
Yeah.
one of those few JRPGs that a lot of people seem to get into if they're not into the genre. Like, I even know Total Biscuit. He's not into JRPGs, and he fucking put in like 85 hours in Persona 4 Golden. And he's like, what the hell? This game's taking too much of my time. It's like, it's crazy to see like a primarily PC gamer, like, I love my Vita right now because I can't stop playing Persona 4.
Yeah, I hear that. It's kind of weird.
The PC master race is crumbling in on itself. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh man.
Handhelds? What is a handheld?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess
Oh my god.
I think we pretty much talked our audience's ears out. We've been
How long
going
was this been going?
1 hour and 40 minutes.
That's what I was wondering.
Really? It feels like 2 hours. All
Yeah,
right.
well, because we had all
No.
the bloopers, which I also got.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so 1 hour 40 minutes. I mean, that's a good place to like stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you don't want the. I'm surprised you didn't stop us after like the first hour and a half.
I was
Yeah, I'm surprised
supposed
you didn't
to.
stop us at an hour.
I know, but there were
It's-
things that you
it's
guys
good.
wanted
We
to
got some
talk
good
about,
topics in.
and it was also getting really good because Henry's Wi-Fi
Yeah.
didn't fail on us, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So-
Once I realized that, I'm like, please don't end it now. Please
Yeah.
don't end it now.
Hold up.
Yeah. So on that note, I am gonna end it now. All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this rendition of the Inkling Bros podcast. Please tune in sometime next week when we will put out the 5th episode of the Inkling Bros podcast. Man, do you guys remember when we just filmed our pilot?
Yeah, like months ago.
Like 2 months ago? That was so fun.
More than 2 months ago.
I remember it like it was 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was actually before we went to PonyCon, I remember.
Oh, really?
We put out the pilot before then because we wanted to, and then we said we'll take a few weeks just to see how people receive it.
Okay.
And I guess a lot of people, I mean, not a lot of people, but we had a lot of fun. And I guess people are kind of tuning in. So, woo! That's a success on our side. Anyways, guys.
Wait, people tune into us now?
Yeah.
It's not just Isaac and like his
Actually,
5 friends?
Yes, actually. Anyways,
shit,
guys,
yay.
I hope you enjoyed this rendition of the Inkling Bros podcast. My name is RoyalDudeLorenzo. I'm the Blue Squid and the Blue Link here at
All
Team
right.
TRlFORCE and the Ink Bros podcast.
My name is Ray, also known as Meatloaf Man. I am the Purple Squid, Link, etc. here on the Inkling and Team TRlFORCE podcast.
And I'm Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm Eric, by the way.
Eric is cool.
Who's the last person?
It's funny when Henry gets this robotic, he almost sounds drunk.
I'm Henry. Robbie,
Oh my god.
which turns out to be yellow.
Okay,
All right.
let's
That's it.
let's try it. Henry? Do you want to try that again? No? Okay, that was
No,
Henry.
no.
He's a
He probably has to leave.
yeah. All right, everybody. That was
Right.
Henry. He is the yellow squid and Ravio
Hopefully he
on
comes
Team
back.
TRlFORCE. Hopefully he comes back before we end this. But anyways, we thank him for joining us, and hopefully he'll be kind of like a permanent addition. If not, then next week, then you'll just kind of see that it'll be me, Eric, and Ray as always. And then we'll just kind of, we'll shoot the shit as we always do. Anyways, like I said
Yeah.
again, my name is
Probably still fucking talk
RoyalDudeLorenzo.
about P5 at that point. but
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be
Still talk.
I'll have finished it by then, so I can
Alright.
actually like give my final thoughts on it.
Oh yeah, totally. That's next week, guys. Look forward to it. Anyway,
So, hey, I'm not promising anything. I don't know if I'll finish it.
He is
By
going
then?
to.
So
Anyways,
at least tell me when you're recording the goddamn podcast, so I don't have to
This
being a guest
was
on the
us,
podcast
guys.
that I'm a part of.
twas us. Twas us. Anyways, my name is RoyalDudeLorenzo, and we'll catch you on the flip
Goodbye
side.
already.
Goodbye. We'll see you
Oh,
next
see,
week.
Link out.
Bye.
Gold squid.
See
I'm
you
Gold
later.
Squid.
You.
I'm the color Ray never takes.